All right, guys, this is going to be a little technically hard, but I'm gonna milk the goats and talk to you guys. All right, so this is how you do goats. The first one up is going to be Neva, because she's dominant. She's the mama bee. Relax, everybody. Relax. Neva's pumped. And so this is how we do it. All right, so Neva's going to be first. Hang on, back up. I'm one-handed. All right, so she knows what she's doing. She's going right here. And then she pops up. She goes into the movie theater, gets the popcorn, goes right in, and now she's in a 30-year mortgage, fixed rate. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm doing here. So now, you squirt a little at the beginning out to make sure there's no dirt. Make sure she's all clean like. Get the pail. Just go for it. I'm like the banker. It's just like, yeah, give me your interest. Meanwhile, Neva's having a blast. Neva's up there, just chomping away. Oh, Neva's already been milked. I forgot. My neighbor's daughter already did Neva because she's going to enter her into a state fair, but she's still got a little milk in there, don't you, Neve? Okay, so then you take the milk, you pour it into the stringer, and that's it. So Neva's already been milked. So then what we do, is this interesting for you guys? All right. So now we put a little chain, kind of like a wrapper. Hey, you want a record contract? So now I put a chain around her, like this. See? She just got a record contract with Interscope. And now we walk her back. Why do I do this? Because they really like to eat the rose bushes. All right. So, no more record contract, DMX. So now she goes back in. Hang on. Wait. All right. Now it's Betsy's turn. All right. Betsy's already back up. Here we go. Hey, kid, you want a record contract? You're the best goat in the whole world, kid. All right, so now Betsy is watching American media. Well, Betsy's watching American media. Adjustable rate loan. Adjustable rate mortgage. So then, the small hat comes right back, gets it going, squirts a little, make sure there's no dirt on the udders, nice and clean. Takes the little pail, this is like a, I don't know what I call this, something small hat related, and just milk. Right now they're like, where's Epstein? You know, right now they're like, did you hear about Lindsay Lohan? You know, it's like Cardi B's new song. Meanwhile, I'm just back here, just taking the milk, taking the essence, right? Just like the hats do every day of your life. Right now you're just like, who's going to win Bachelorette? Right? Just in the pail. Nom, 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 nom. Meanwhile, the hat's just back here like, yeah, who's going to win Bachelorette? I bet you really want to know. Milking, right? And this goes, I don't know how much time each one goes. I guess you could talk amongst yourself a little bit. Right now the dogs are looking at me like, it's pretty cool. And the goats are really comfortable around dogs. They weren't at first. They used to be real skittish. Betsy here used to always kick me. And so she kicked me, and once she kicked me, she'd like tense up. And then I'd have to go like real intense. You know? But fortunately, she's cool. I'm live streaming the milkings. I'm teaching everybody about adjustable rate mortgages. Am I focused? Very. I am. You know that I have the cleanest milk in town. You know that. Every time anyone else milks, it's never as good as mine. She knows that. She just knows I get a little, when I start talking to the people, you know, I focus on the people. Because, unlike what Joe Rogan says, I'm not actually on Adderall, so I can get a little distracted. All right, so now she gets a record contract. Hey, Betsy. Hey, Betsy, we heard your demo. You're doing great, kid. You're going to get a nice gold chain around your neck. Here we go. Now, Betsy, what you do is you pull, she resists, and then she goes on her own. It makes her feel good. I don't know why she does it. I think she's a feminist. Come on, Bets. Come on, girl. Watch this. You pull, she resists, then she goes. It's all good. All right, here we go. Next up is going to be Joni. Hey, Joni girl. First, we'll get Betsy in. Betsy goes in. Joni comes out. Everybody's cool. Here comes Joni. Come on down to the Price is Right for small hat milking. All right. Joni has the smallest of all the teats. She's actually the most show quality of our goats. But oddly, it makes milking a little hard because there's so little. All right, girl. Good to see you. You doing good, girl? All right. You take the Jewish bucket, you put it underneath. And then, when the goyim is distracted, you start to milk. And you milk. And you milk. Hey, I guess I got your Supreme Court. Looks like someone owns your Congress now. Who wants opioids? Ha 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 ha. Keep watching CNN up there, Joni. I really do care about the goats. I'm just making this entertaining for you guys and a powerful metaphor. And it's a powerful metaphor, isn't it? And that's it. And while I do this, it's the first time I've ever live streamed it, I think. What do I think about? I think about what's life like being Joe Rogan? You know, trying to get on a roller coaster. And they're like, wait a minute. You have to beat 20 Rogans. How many Rogans are you? And he goes, I'm Joe Rogan. And he goes, oh, so you're only one Rogan? And then, there she is. No kick. Okay, so now she's kicking a little. So that's when you got to really get in. I'm serious. Or else they could potentially put their hoof in the milk. And that's no good. Joe Rogan's going to get this video and be like, look at him. He's been smoking crack again with Joey Diaz. No, Joe. This is just how I get milk. I do this twice a day with all 4 goats. Okay, I think she's calmed down a little. No, she's doing the feminist 2-step. So what do we have to do? I think she's okay. We just got to get good, you got any drugs on you? Spread those legs. You got any weapons? Any DMT? All right, Joni, you're a good girl. Joni's a good girl. I'm very encouraging to the goats. They've grown to like me. Whenever I hear them talking about me, about how I'm stealing their children's nourishment, I've instated anti-Semitism laws. I say, wow, don't be anti-Semitic. You know, the farmer is your greatest ally in the Middle East. If it wasn't for me, who would milk you from all your precious milk? And they're like, yeah, but we kind of want to give it to our kids. I'm like, kids, they're all trans. I've made all their kids trans. You know, I'll stop. I'm being insane. Sophie, what are you looking at? This is what I do in my head all day. People are always like, how do you come up with so many ideas every day for your 3-hour live streams? I sit with my hands on goat tits for hours. Who wants a record contract? Hey, kid, I bet you want a Lamborghini, don't you? Ah, record contract. Here we go. Now let's take you back to Compton. Come on, kiddo. Is this entertaining for you guys? All right. And this is me good at it. It used to take me forever. This is me with like a serious rhythm. Do a little coke. Walk off to Roken. Do it again. Hey, everybody. All right, last up is Ann. Ann's the blonde. Ann's the pure Aryan. Get in there. Come on, Ann. I know you hate being around those mixed goats. Look at you. Pure blonde. Straight from Poland. Now get up there. Now, oh, gotta get your head in the beginning. Do you want your record contract, Ann? Here we go. Let's get that right in there. There you go, girl. Good to see you, Ann. I like to be good to my banking clients. Now, 30-year fixed mortgage loan. All right. Last one, guys. Hey, Ann. You must hate being around all those niggers out there, don't you, buddy? I bet Joni's just taking all that welfare, isn't she, Ann? See, I like to commiserate with them racially. There we go. Good girl, Ann. Gave me that milk. She's the only blonde, so the way I relate is I go, Joni has all those kids on welfare, doesn't she? Yeah, you're the best, Ann. Now give me that milk. Guess what? Doesn't matter what color the goats are. It's all white. The milk's all the same color, is what I'm trying to say. And that's how you understand who really farms us. They don't care what race we are. They're just trying to get our milk. They're just trying to be like, hey, Ann, how about those niggers, huh? Hey, white supremacy, huh, guys? See what I'm saying? It's all the same color. White, milk, white. That's all I care about. Small hat farming. Here we go, Ann. Whoa. So I haven't caught up lately on The Bachelorette. That's what all these white bitches watch. Yeah, your husband works way too much. Totally, Ann. Now sign on the dotted line. You're doing great, kid. This is really funny, actually. I think I'm going to enjoy rewatching this. I've never even seen myself milk a goat before. This is it. You just milk them. And then my children will live on the sustenance that would have went to your children. Sound familiar? Shapiro! Farming has really made me understand the Jew, you know? I get it. I actually have mild empathy. It's like all they're trying to do is get our white milk. And as I'm, cooking up schemes, BB, would you put this up on unauthorized? Absolutely. As I'm cooking up schemes, want to know what I'm about to start doing? I'm going to make all the other goats trans. It'll make it easier. Look how unstable and insane this goat milker is. I'm pretty sure you're joking because there's no way you would be that retarded, but who knows? Hang on, I got to give somebody a record contract. You're doing great, kid. Nobody can touch you. Now get out there and rap. All right, come on, Ann. Time to go back to Gen Pop. Aryan Nation back in Gen Pop. I feel you. Listen, there's a lot of niggers out there. Here we go. Hey, guys. And see all the little ones? Is that Gary? All right, go say hi to Ann, everybody. Oh, usually she gets headbutted by one of the black ones. See, those are the OGs right there. Those are the shot callers. You guys will be milked one day, don't you worry. According to Dershowitz, they want to start milking you younger, but, that's not how we roll. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put this down for a second. Oh, a lot of headbutting out there, guys. Are you guys not having fun on the b-ball court? I could easily be a warden. Easily could be a warden of a prison. Look at me go. I just keep trying to keep racial tension going. Milking. Telling them they're going to get record contracts. And then I'm back to talk to the Bears. All right. Ann did great. Yeah, she did. She was racially superior, even though the black one is the most prized. Like Anne cost a third of what little black Joni cost. Even though Anne is, I don't know, call me biased, but seems a bit genetically superior. This is the greatest, hilarious post on unauthorized. Can someone send this to Vox? I'll send it to Vox. I don't know how to. Oh, wait a minute. Does Overbear or Mountain Bear or does Papa J Bear post these? Improv on Point BB? It's not improv. This is my real personality. All right, any questions? Just milk that brown goat and send it back? Right. No, I mean, I'm trying to get the... See, this is the thing that people don't understand. It doesn't matter what color they are. All their milk is white. That's why, if I were Anne, I would team up with Betsy. And then I would start a weird racial feud with Neva and Joni. Keep them divided, keep them milking. But I do have extremely strong borders. Why? Because of coyotes. This is the problem with America right now. America is run by the coyotes. Because the way I'm operating right now is fine. It's fine. There's no problem with this. Got someone milking you. Most of your day is spent having a blast. They're paying taxes. No big deal. What's happened to America is our coyotes run our foreign policy. Those fences that you see, hang on. See those? See all those fences? See all those fences? I punch that guy in the face about 1,000 times a day. But we're run by people that keep being like, open the fences. And the goats are like, what? And they're like, we're going to eat these goats. And meanwhile, me, the old school American normal people are like, no, we just milk them like twice a day. It's fine. And they're like, no, we're going to eat them now and then starve. The lesbians learn from milking goats. Too cool. I don't know what that means. This is what should have aired instead of that weirdo Mr. Rogers years ago. Teach kids truth. Yes. It's right there. Why do you think I'm so obsessed with pushing homesteading to people? You won't be tricked. You understand the importance of barriers. You understand the importance of neighbors. You understand the importance of guns. You know where your food comes from. You know how, if you morally slip up, everything dies. Every day, like I'm sick today. There's no sick. Like every day, if I mess up, everything dies. Everything. Like right now, I have quarantined chickens because of sniffles that came because of meat birds from an auction. One little slip up. And I'm shooting them with the antibiotics and stuff. I can't eat their eggs for a month. You know? So that type of stuff, you look at Dan Crenshaw and you're like, hey, asshole, why are you lying? Everyone's like, just shut up, man. Like, why do you care? I'm like, why do I care? Because if I don't care, everything dies. You know, and you see clearly God. It's so obvious. Like the best farming handbook is the Bible. You're just like, oh, so how do I do all this? Oh, okay. If you try and mess with the truth when you farm, you die. Your animals die. Your family dies. These people living in their puppet mansions that can sit around saying that I'm some kind of... Joe Rogan recently said, without saying my name because he's a pussy, that I'm addicted to speed and I'm a loser with no friends in the woods. I don't even drink beers. Are you dense? Rogan would never have Owen on there. No. If they did, they just try to drug me and rape me or something. BB isn't gay? No, not even close. Even when I was a hedonist, I never did gay shit. You know, even when I was like pursuing my animalistic urges, at no point did I ever want to see someone's dick. Buzz Aldrin should go to the moon. He'll never go to the moon. Dan Crenshaw, the one was it on the Gavin show? No, I think it was with Fahim. I didn't listen to it. I don't listen to the guy. But several trusted bears gave me the breakdown. Why won't they say your name? I think it's a magic thing. I'm serious. He wouldn't go on Rogan. He already whipped him. I don't know which direction you're aiming that because you're a stranger, but I wouldn't go on Rogan because I don't trust those people. You know? When did I quit Adderall? I was prescribed Adderall, and when I'd take it, I would have no instinct to speak. So the fact I speak for a living, I've talked about this before. Like, this is not a secret. Like, I clearly am the guy where people are like, Adderall. And it's like, okay. And then I just, as Overbearer said, I'm the type of dude that would just read cover to cover the Assyrian Empire for like 2 straight days and say no words. Like, every time you see me talking, this is non-drugs. If I were to ever take any of the drugs I was accused of, this is what I would do. It's retarded. I've never taken the drugs except for alcohol. I was a big fan, but I don't drink anything anymore. Why? Because I have kids and a lot of enemies. So sobriety is quite important for my life. Rogan just talks nonsense constantly. He speaks many words that he's not actually saying anything. Yeah, he's a nonsense machine. It literally is like you put a nickel in his ass and he just goes, dum, 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 dum. Did you ever do coke? I've done coke like twice in my life. When I was dating Christina Ricci, it was like we'd go to like some of her friends' parties and it would just be like Donatella Versace with just like a spoon of coke, like, coke? And I never enjoyed it. I always thought it made everybody insanely annoying. It felt like drinking 20 cups of espresso and coming up with the worst ideas for businesses for 3 hours. Where people are just like, dude, I'm telling you, we can just sell flowers. Except the flowers aren't even flowers. It's a $1 billion idea. Punch me in the face. Punch me in the face. It was, never took to it. Never thought it was anything interesting. Years and years and years and years ago. People are like, Coke? Coke? Have you had 8 Red Bulls? You've done Coke. That's all it is. It's just people going, dude, I'm telling you, all we need to do is you just become Jimmy Fallon. You just think you have an idea for a business that sucks over and over and over again. And since I usually go calm with stimulants, I would just have to listen to people. You know, they'd just be like, dude, I'm telling you, what we do is we write our own movie, but it's just about us, except we like live in a garbage can. And I'd just be like, and that's it. People risk their freedom for that. Like, if you get caught with cocaine, you're going to fucking prison. And people will be like, dude, it's worth it. It's because of self-destruction. It's because they want to self-destruct. It's not the other way around. People don't risk self-destruction to do coke. They do coke to self-destruct. Because drinking some beers is relaxing. From what I hear from some of my friends that have taken well to weed, smoking like a joint relaxes them. You know, the way that Rogan and those guys do weed, it's not relaxing. It's just weird and literally psychotic, like the edibles and all that. But like, you can make an argument that a little bit of weed or a little bit of beer lands the plane. Coke doesn't. Coke not only doesn't land the plane, it makes you an asshole and then makes you feel empty. It's like, there's no argument for a grown man, a working man, to ever do cocaine. The only argument for like meth is if like your job is to clean knickknacks for 8 straight days or you'll die. I don't know. I've never done meth, but it looks very intense. Don't do coke, kids. Yeah, and be honest with them. Because if you just say don't do coke, they'll think it's like, oh, well, you said don't do candy, and candy's delicious. Tell them the truth. Tell them what it is. Tell them what coke is. Coke makes you feel like you just had, 10 Red Bulls. You're around terrible people talking endlessly. You want to die, but you can't stop listening to people talk. And then the next day you feel empty. And then when their experience actually matches up with the truth, they won't do it anymore. They'll be like, oh, yeah, this sucks. You know? It's like a couple beers do relax you around a fire. More than that, you know, you become sloppy. You know, you make horrible mistakes. You don't remember things. All that shit. That's why I just stay completely sober. Because it's like, you know, I had too much yerba mate the other day and I couldn't sleep properly. I think that's why I'm sick. Because I got like 3 hours of sleep because I drank too much fucking tea. Imagine having a Coke problem. You know, Joe Rogan's saying that I'm on speed. Guys, I drank too much tea and I think that it made me sick because I didn't sleep enough. It's like, you got to keep your shit straight. Like, I have children and a wife that need me to live. I also have people that want to kill me. So at what point am I going to drink? Like, at what point am I just going to have a bunch of beers? You know, I have little kids that are like, Dad, are you going to read me a story and keep me alive? And then I have people being like, I'm going to fucking kill you. So I have to balance that as best as possible. And the best way to do that is completely sober. Yerba mate is immune stimulant. Dude, only go Tulsi. I don't know what that means. Why wouldn't I want an immune stimulant? I'm beating AIDS. Just kidding. Yerba mate and coffee in same day, no bueno. Right, that's the shit I run into. It's never drug related. Rogan drinks nail polish to feel pretty. I mean, Joe Rogan is a mess. He's what's Tulsi tea? Is it like Tulsi Gabbard shit? Sobriety's pure logos. It is. At first it's hard, and then it's great. Like, I'll tell you a quick story, and then I'll get out of here. So the chickens started getting sick, and Amy she was getting very stressed out. And she, we don't have any alcohol in the house. We never do. And she's great about that. Doesn't drink, nothing, you know. But I've always told her, like, if you ever need wine, just let me know. Just, you know. But so she was feeling really, really anxious. And she thought that she was making me stressed because she just kept overthinking the chickens. And I'm like, it is what it is. We'll deal with it tomorrow. You know? And she's like, and she just, WebMD for farm animals is way worse than people. It's like everything's a disaster. So she just, on the way home from you know, getting diapers or something, she gets like one of those just one of those to-go wines, those little wines, and she never drinks. And so she just slams like a glass or two of wine real quick. Right after she puts the kids to bed, because she was trying to be calmer to not stress me out. Okay, so she was like, you know, my gut says, and she keeps saying my gut says the chickens will be fine, to a degree where I'm like, Amy, like, I don't mean to sound weird, but have you been drinking? And she just goes, yes. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me? And she's like, she just started crying. And she goes, I just didn't want to stress you out. And I'm like, love, just tell me these things. And so then she felt really guilty about it. And I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. It would be weird if you like didn't tell me that, but you told me that. It's fine. So she starts making me goat ice cream and spills it all over the floor and just starts crying. Okay, so at this point, I hold my wife and I kiss her and I say, baby, I got this. Go to sleep. Okay, if I was drunk, that would have probably been a fight. That's when you are like, thank God for sobriety. You know, because I'm stone sober to the point where I could just be like, have you been, you know? And so she's just like trying to make up for it. So in the past, if I was drunk and she was drunk, she would get like way too hard on herself, and I'd be like, stop being hard on yourself. And then we'd start arguing for no reason. But because I was sober, I could see it for what it is. I'm like, baby, I know what you're doing. You're trying, you meant well. You were trying to not stress me out, but instead now you're just a mess. And I laughed, and I was like, just go to bed. I'll take care of the ice cream. She's like, we could still make ice cream. I'm like, it's fine. And it just passed. If I was drunk, that would have been a disaster. Because her emotions would have went in a weird direction. My emotions would have went in a weird direction. And we would have been on the ground together, covered in ice cream. Just, I'd be yelling and she'd be crying. That's why it's like, as this was happening, I just thanked God for sobriety. I was like, this is great. Because it didn't make me miss alcohol. It made me be like, what in the fuck was I thinking? You know, like, why would I have ever done that? Because you see what it is. It just it truly impairs you. Like, you impair yourself. And so, why would you want to be impaired on any level where it's like, you can't make ice cream as well. You can't describe symptoms of chickens. You cry more. You know, in my case, I would be more ranty. You know, so it's like, it was a great moment. Did you see the drone footage of Epstein Island? No, but I'll feed that to my goats later if I want to get some more milk. Is Amy preg? We don't know yet. She this week we'll know. Hopefully. Drunk guys steal bikes. Right. You and Amy are a good example. Yeah, and she gets it. I mean, we don't have booze in the house. She felt she was doing it for me on every level, even though I was like, never ever do that again, obviously. Like, just tell me. Like, don't make me into some invalid, you know, where it's like the next day we could talk about where I'm like, if you want to have a glass of wine, like, I'm not like some weird recovering drunk that can't be around. I'm like, for like a month, yeah, don't drink. But now, if you need a glass of wine to land the plane, like, I feel more like an invalid when it's like, oh, I'd have to pound one in the car. You know what I mean? It's like, and she doesn't care. She never drinks, but, you know, I'm like, just tell me. Because and she just wanted to relax to help me when it really, it backfired. Lead by example, she won't want anymore. She doesn't want booze. The whole reason she had any wine at all was to calm herself down from chicken stress so that she didn't annoy me. You know, that's why I saw it as actually kind of sweet. But it was a backfire. You know, because the night before, she was just WebMDing chicken illness for like hours. And Amy has the mind of an engineer. So until she can fix the problem, it's all she thinks about. So it's like, and I'm like, listen, I got to go to sleep. You know, I can't speculate on what mucus on a chicken beak is because I don't know anything about that. And so she thought that if she had a little wine, she wouldn't stress me out because she knows that I can have stress in my life and she's an incredible wife. And so, no, she doesn't have any need for booze, but it was just a funny thing. I'm an engineer, I get it. Yeah, I'm a comedian, I get it. Like, I get obsessed, but it's just we get obsessed about different stuff, you know? Like, I get obsessed about what the, say it with me, Jews are up to. You know, mine's a lot more abstract, and hers is more practical. Like, she really does ground me. Hey, love. There's the milk. All done. I just told the story about the chicken wine incident, and people thought it was really sweet. It's good. It's good milk. I've stayed really focused
It's just been sitting out here
for 20 minutes max. You want to watch something tonight?
Yeah, I'm real tired though, so I'm not gonna be waiting up.
All right, give me 5. She gets it. Does Rogan have a wife? Yeah, a great Jewish wife. Chamomile tea for sure, very calming. Yep. Hope your chickens are feeling better. Me too. Thanks for sharing so much about your marriage, Owen. The younger generation needs it. They don't know how to do marriage because their media just keeps making it out like if you have one fight, you have to get a divorce or something, or like marriage is somehow bad. It's awesome. And you just grow together. Me and her have had tons of fights where we're both drunk in the past that were like disasters. So you just grow. Never, ever give up on anybody. You know? I thought you didn't watch movies. We watched Deadwood. I'm very open about that. You know what? No, there's no timeouts here. People that try and catch me in lies will be banned faster than you can. Like, it's just, I thought you didn't watch movies. Hey, idiot, I don't lie. So I talk about Deadwood. I've done whole episodes on burning the Deadwood. I've also talked about Sopranos. We never watched Sopranos. We gave up on it season 4 because it started getting very converged. We like sometimes to watch shows together. Don't ever try and catch me in a lie because you won't. You just sound stupid. I thought you don't watch movies. Brr. And I would watch a movie if it isn't terrible. You know? It's like people are so convinced. What it is they don't want to face their insane lies or their family's lies or anything. So they want to make everyone into one. Sophie! Oh, she's right here. Me and Sophie have bonded a lot.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's my little farm girl. I think you can block your BB. Yeah, but it was first offense, and I hadn't established the rule yet. They always get Hattie eventually. Yeah, I know. Don't you think Deadwood's starting to get a little converged?
Yeah, I thought it kind of stopped.
It started.
They just shouldn't have killed. No spoiler alert, but they shouldn't have killed.
Yeah, when they killed Wild Bill or Hickok, that was by far my favorite character. Now it's just like bad people stealing from each other. The first season of Deadwood is awesome, and then it just goes to shit. It's just like prostitutes stealing and stabbing. Any suggestions for a new TV show for me and Amy? Do you have a compost pile? Yeah. I don't appreciate when trolls hijack the quality convo. Yeah, I don't either, obviously. Have you seen Mad Men? Yeah, it converges by the end. I liked it in the beginning, and then I'm like, no, keep it with the white guys. Why'd you delete the Bill Clinton post? Because I think it's wizardry. I'll just upload this as an episode because the goat milking's a good one. Me and my friend were talking about it. It was phrased as a question because it got me. I was like, what is this? And then it said, did Epstein... Like, it was like, you know how those weirdos on Ancient Aliens talk? Like, could it be that George, your dog, is really an alien? And there's something off about it. There's something off about it. And I didn't want to mislead people. The picture looked wizardy. There was a little point, like there was an arrow that said blue dress. Like it was trying to sell your brain something. It didn't add up. There was something not adding up about the photo or the headline, because the headline was a question. It was, could it be that Epstein? And I'm like, what is this? So I bailed on it. Fargo is amazing. We've already watched Fargo. It's too obvious. Yeah, and it was too just, it felt like ancient Roman slander. Like what you find in like a Roman garbage dump. Where it's just like Nero in high heels. I don't know. It seems to me, I just want to think that I'm above it. I'm above it, bro. The photo doesn't look legit, just my opinion. Me neither, Papa J. Bear. It looks like it's to sell people that hate Epstein and Clinton already. And I fall into that category. So as I was like, what? I'm like, wait a minute. Is this kind of like when I've been sold a few things in the past? True Detective Season 1? Yeah, it's great. Spartacus was based? Yeah, but isn't there like a lot of like dicks in it and stuff? I feel like Spartacus is one of those shows where like there's like a scene and then there's just like a dude with his dick out. Lost, yeah, but that trailed off by the end. I've watched a lot of quality television shows. Like I've never watched Ellen or like, Three's Company. Like I missed all this shit. I've never watched Bachelor. I've never watched, Housewives. But I've watched any high quality show. Yeah, Spartacus has cocks everywhere. Yeah, I figured. It seems like heterosexuals would find it based, but there's a lot of homosexual subversion that heterosexuals don't pick up on. But then when you start seeing it, you're like, ah. Have you seen Highway to Heaven? When I was a kid, I don't remember though. The guy was a hat though, the main character. I don't like that a hat has the #1 Christmas album either. Peaky Blinders is good. I saw season 1, it was very good. Want to know what I liked? I forgot the name of it already. Prison Break started out good, but it got bad fairly quickly. Dude, that's what happens every time. Crowder watched Melrose Place and drank wine. Yeah, and committed sodomy. Can I be known as Kiwi Bear? There already is a Kiwi Bear, and she is actually one of our lieutenants. She's been with us since day one. She had a beautiful baby this year, too. Watch the trailer for The Family on Netflix, and please tell us your thoughts. No, I don't watch Netflix. Boardwalk Empire was good. Old HBO was all really good. I don't watch any Netflix. When people are like, watch this to get real angry, I'm like, no. Why would I do that? I don't like being angry. Amy might like 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, I'll pass on that. What do you want to watch? I'm trying to get recommendations from the people.
I found Secret Life of Plants.
Secret Life of Plants? What's that about? Plants?
I think so.
Like gardening, or is it like weirdo stuff?
No, I think it's cool plants around the world.
I like that. Secret Life of Plants sounds good.
It's really relaxing.
It does sound relaxing.
But I'm gonna go start it.
Yeah, let's watch Secret Life of Plants.
Get the dogs fed.
Yeah, no problem.
Love.
Love you. Sherlock, there's a new Sherlock.
What?
Remember how we used to watch Sherlock?
I think you did.
We watched it together at least once.
Yeah.
I just like mysteries.
Maybe it was more your thing than mine. I'm gonna go upstairs.
All right, cool. All right, bye, everybody. Unauthorized.tv. Papa J. Barrel put this up on YouTube, and then we got to send it over to Unauthorized. This is a good one. Unbearablesmerchandise.com if you want a Red Pill Rooster shirt or Logos Rising. Yeah, I'm doing Idaho September 30th. The theater, it's so awesome being around bass people. Guys, don't let Joe Rogan in Idaho. The theater was like, we watched his special. He's hilarious. It's just the sound of no homosexuals. It's bliss. I'm sorry, yeah, God bless everyone, yes. Have you heard of South Park? Over, Bear. All right, I'll see. And September 28th, mark the day. Portland, Oregon. September 30th, Idaho. Mark the days. And feel free to come to multiple shows. It's not that far of a drive. I'm going to be doing it. And I'll do different jokes. All right, bye, everybody. Where in Idaho? I don't remember. Idaho Falls, maybe? All right, much love.